First up, we have Fists of Fire from him.
This bout is scheduled for...
We welcome you to this... We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. That's another scoring shot. She throws a nice straight punch. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. She wasn't ready for that counter. Welcome inside this unique environment, a beautiful theater, ready for a fist fight.
For a fighter walking into a theater, I think this is the closest thing to fighting in a gym because the people are up close. You can hear people talking ringside. You can hear people jeering, saying how good you are, saying how bad you are. You can hear the pressure, the expectation.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Jab misses. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Counter shot by her. Swing and a miss with that uppercut. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who. There's the bell for round two. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think light, concentrate.
The straight right just misses. Good counter punch. She catches and counters. Beautiful counter shot. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. The right hook just missed. Like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. No secret who has the advantage. Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? The last round was massive for her, Johnny. How does she keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. This fighter has been described as a swarmer, that fighter who attempts to overwhelm their opponent by applying constant pressure.
A swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee just pickpocketing, stinging you wherever you leave yourself open. A swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
That jab misses. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
She got clipped by that counter. Well, this won't sit well with their opponent. Just misses with that uppercut. A perfect counter shot. How about that time counter shot? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't...
Good job.
There's the bell for round 4. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They exchange punches. There's a counter shot. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That counter shot lands. Can they finish it? It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Catch and shoot. Those counter punches have to hurt. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Dude, that was almost a 10-8 round.
I like that round.
Back into the fray here in round 5. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You'd like to see more jabs. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
He scores with that counter. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Punch, counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter shot by her. Straight right just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Keep it up. Stay focused.
Here we go in the 6th round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Think of holding on here for a minute. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Just missed with that hook. Well done with that counter shot. Incredible work rate. Just ate that punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage.
Good job.
Here we go. It's round 7. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
She misses with the jab. Nice counter shot. Right uppercut just off target. A lot of effort being exerted here. Oh, and they got rocked. What a moment this is. boxing judging could be sometimes. There's
doing? Jab.
And we enter the 8th round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
A perfect counter lands. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Just missed with that hook. That hook won't score. Straight right, just misses. Nice count. Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more cautious? Thought we were going, and you knew this was coming. They're going to take a knee.
She has no choice. She needs the break. She needs the breather. She needs the space.
We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
You cannot guess that.
There's the bell to start round 9. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Good counter punching. Defense is not an option for these two. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter punch. Good counter punching. She needs to be careful that she doesn't punch herself out. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. She scores with that counter. Catch and shoot. This round could go either, and down goes fists of fire. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
I need to see that again.
So it's plan B time. This is the 10th. You can see the frustration on her face in the corner. She knows it is go time now. Fight or flight. She's got to get back in it in this round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Nice counter shot. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one to... Hold that thought! What a nightmare scenario! And down goes Slugger. They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one's standing up to that one.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
We need to turn this around halfway through.
Is that forever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He should be behind on points.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. We're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. Don't believe what we're seeing here.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he...
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. The defense failed them. And Slugger has been dropped. She knocked her spark out with that shot to the head. Let's watch it again one more time.
That's lights out right there.
Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart, that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.